This is hands down one of the most hardcore used car mystery box challenges in the world. With a bit of luck, you might even score an Audi A8. There are 10 mysterious containers on site, each hiding a car. Inside are all kinds of eye-catching vehicles. You could pull out a high-value Audi A8 or even an AE86 straight out of the movies. Opening a container costs 600,000 rubles. It sounds like a lot, but that's only about $8,000. This unique and exciting challenge has drawn in plenty of dream-chasing locals eager to try their luck. This time, though, the clue images are especially tricky. Each container is marked with a scene from the host's previous videos, and the car inside is the one that appeared in that scene. Figuring it out comes down to observation and how familiar you are with the content. The first contestant, Dick, stepped up. Surprisingly, it was his first time on the show, and he knew nothing about the host's previous videos. Faced with these cryptic clues, he couldn't make sense of any of them. Since the money was already spent, he decided to just pick a box at random. When the door opened, everyone laughed, but it turned out they left too soon. No way, it was an AE86. Dick couldn't believe it. He thought this car only existed in movies, but now he had actually pulled one. The real-life version is based on the 5th-generation Toyota Corolla. Because of its age, it's only worth about 250,000 rubles, meaning he still lost 350,000 after the entry cost. Still, the engine was in good condition. Dick said that driving it around would definitely turn heads. After all, who doesn't love those pop-up headlights? The host later explained that the clue image came from a video where he was testing this exact car. Next up was Jerry. He didn't hesitate and chose an image of a man taking photos at night. He remembered that episode involved filming a very expensive car, but was he right? Out came a Lexus worth 900,000 rubles. A solid car, no doubt, but it wasn't quite what he expected. The styling looked flashy and over the top. Although he made a profit of 300,000 rubles, Jerry insisted that this wasn't the car he remembered. The host clarified that it actually was the same car. It just hadn't been modified and repainted yet, which successfully threw Jerry off. The third contestant, Peggy, stepped up with her boyfriend. Unfortunately, they didn't recognize most of the car bloggers featured in the clues. Luckily, Peggy did recognize one person in front of them and recalled that his videos usually featured high-end cars. Confident in her guess, she chose that container. But when they opened it, everyone was stunned. Inside was another smaller container. At that point, Peggy started to think she had been tricked and demanded a refund. The host told her to open the smaller container. And guess what? Inside was the latest iPhone. The host explained it was a special prize, and in that episode, the blogger was reviewing the newest iPhone. In the end, Peggy walked away with a phone worth 300,000 rubles, but she still lost half of her entry fee. Next up was Will. Right away, he locked onto a clue image featuring the host. His reasoning was simple. He had seen that episode before. If he remembered correctly, the host had been testing a BMW's traction on an icy river. Hearing it might be a BMW got everyone excited. When the container opened, it didn't disappoint. A BMW E60 worth 700,000 rubles. Sure enough, Will was right. But even so, he only made a modest profit of about 100,000 rubles. That said, the driving experience was fantastic. BMW's handling is top tier. The only downside was that the car looked a bit dated, and the interior was nothing special. The fifth contestant was Eddie. After looking around for a while, he couldn't find any solid clues. Everything seemed too abstract. In the end, he picked the only cartoon-style image, believing it had to hide something good. When the container opened, it revealed a computer setup. Eddie was shocked. The whole setup was worth nearly 300,000 rubles, and the specs were top tier. But doing the math, he still lost 300,000 overall. It turned out the cartoon clue was actually a drawing on the computer case. Talk about a trap.